Yo, it's the 22nd show. Dave's back in the seat. Still rapping verses, still J's on my feet. Still easy on the curses, still preferring the heat. Winter time is too cold, but I need cold when I sleep. New music still coming, still too much for me to keep up with. And mostly clowns, very few will MCs. Still no microphones yet, but please do just believe. We work hard every week for the success we achieve. Subscribers still growing, slow progress over none. It's been an up and down year, but we're still having fun. We still have plans that'll captivate your mind. 2019 is ours, the rest can fall back in line. We appreciate those that are watching our shows. Please bear with us while we work to reach our goals. We'll get there in time and it'll be worth the wait. Big things on the way and we'll try not to be too late. In the meantime, I got something for you to do. After this rap, episode 22.
Your worst countdown.
That was you know what that reminds me of is like that episode of King of Queens where Arthur was giving the number to Doug, and he was trying to read the telephone number to him, and he was like 716.
I know what you're talking about.
And he was like, he was typing. He was already putting it into the telephone. That shit was hilarious. That just reminded me of that. But
yes.
you know, I mean, go ahead and start.
Your intro's already been messed up. So your intro's already been messed up.
You know what? I'd rather proceed the rest of the intro, so that's fine.
Go ahead, man.
Whatever. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back. This is Kiona and Kasson podcast, episode 22. I'm your host, Adam. My brother Osama to the right, my boy Dave to the left, and of course, Snacks in the show. So, welcome. Hope everybody had a good weekend. You'll be watching this on a Tuesday, so, you know, going into December now.
Yeah.
Very, very fast moving year.
It's the first tomorrow, right?
First tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah.
November goes by quick.
Yeah.
It really does.
Very
There's
fucking
a lot of
quick.
hype built up to Thanksgiving, and then
And then there's a lot of like short weeks and like it's a lot of holiday, you know, hype and all that bonanza. But anyway,
yeah, it's really great. Well, any significant happenings in your life recently?
Man, did anything happen? I'm sure something happened. I don't want to say nothing did.
Snowstorm, but
we didn't have the snowstorm, but that happened in all our lives. So
that's true.
You know.
And you know what happened on Monday, and the episode went up on Tuesday, and so people watched that episode by the time they had snowstorm to deal with. That's true. So I guess.
Yeah. No, that snowstorm sucked.
Yeah.
It was crazy because it first came down. It was rain, then it was like sleet. And then it turned into some big ass snowflakes. Mm-hmm. And they weren't going down. They were like going sideways. And in my backyard, they were just twirling around waiting for something.
Yeah.
Those lines came down and shit.
Right. A much bigger snowstorm than I anticipated. I wanted to say that I feel like it's early in the year, but I think last year we had something similar to this.
Yeah, but I don't think it was as bad as that.
Yeah, this was like almost a foot.
There was a lot of snow right away.
Yeah.
I don't know. They said it was supposed to be the Farmer's Almanac or whatever. They said that it's supposed to be a mild winter, but I think they said that last winter. I think last winter was fairly cold. I think they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
It was. This is truly bad, actually.
You don't know shit.
There's no schedule for these seasons anymore.
You know? So I feel like this year, 2018, was the first time in a while where seasons felt like the appropriate time.
Kind of.
Personally, that's how I felt. Like spring was actually spring this year for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have some.
Spring, I feel like.
I think we did have an extended period, but it wasn't. Like, do you remember, like, when we were kids, like, I mean, and we experienced this together, so, like, you know, once school was starting to start being, it was almost going to be June, like, let's say it's April, you start to really, it was like a nice long 6 weeks of, like, really just nice weather, 70 degrees, 60 degrees.
No more jackets, like, you went short sleeves and shit.
Exactly, and a hoodie.
Right, because school at a certain point, you didn't wear coats anymore, right? Like, you got, like, it got warm enough where you didn't have to, and consistent enough. And then there was, like, a specific point where I remember, like, it just didn't do that. You know, like, the weather changed kind of, like, from one year to the next.
Yeah.
We had a summer that never really got warm. like 10 years ago, I think it was like 07, 08. Like if we look back, there was remember it was like just rain and very kind of a cool summer, like 70s.
Yeah, very like tropical, weird Florida type of weather. You know?
Except cooler than Florida. Yeah. Like it was humid, but like 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was whack.
Yeah.
But no, man, it got. Tomorrow's supposed to be 40 something degrees. It's gonna melt. Mm-hmm. That's gonna get cold, so it's all gonna freeze.
It's melting right now.
Yeah.
So it's only gonna get.
Luckily, there's not a whole lot of like water retainment from that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of flooding going on.
No, but I think the problem is it's gonna melt, and I think it's gonna freeze fast. Because I think Sunday's gonna rebound back to cold again. And
so then it's gonna be icy instead.
Yeah, that's gonna suck for me and everybody else. So
yeah,
what you gonna do?
Never fun. What I'm trying to get at here is December 21st is the first official day of winter, and we're already having some bullshit ass weather.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like maybe it was the same way when we were kids, and something about that everyday school schedule that kind of set it off. Even though I think
like maybe the triggers were like, or it was just all in our head, like, oh, right at this time it usually just happens in school. Yeah. You know, helped associate a certain time of year with certain weather.
Yeah, I mean that's accurate, I would say. So I don't know, but anyway, fuck the weather.
No, other than that, ain't shit happen. Just work, school, shit.
All right, Dave, welcome back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, out for a week, but he's back.
I'm back. Yeah.
So happy to have you back here.
Yeah. Sorry I was away.
Nah, man. If you're sick, you're sick. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, this wasn't feeling too well, but I had a really cool thing that happened this week. Wednesday, I met a friend of a friend. So I work with this guy Jose, and he's a DJ. So we've been trying to meet up, here and there, so he can teach me how to, juggle and all that, just learn how to DJ basically. So finally we settled on this past Wednesday. So met up with him and his friend Dave.
So 2 Daves and your boy, huh?
Yeah, right, right. But they just showed me how to blend.
Oh,
and,
really?
How to mix and cut a little bit.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. So
that'd be fun to learn, I think.
I just recently got a turntable.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, or a mixer rather. So
it helps to know how to use it.
Yeah. So because I have no idea what I'm doing yet, But I mean, I have rhythm because I'm a drummer, so I know how to catch beats and how to blend naturally. Yeah, after almost like a half hour, we were all jamming, getting down together. So it was all meshing well. So
nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna start incorporating that into my live sets.
Hey man, why not? Add just another thing to add.
I thought about being this might sound weird, slightly pretentious, but being my opener, my DJ rather. And just playing a few tracks before I go on,
Yeah.
Or play my shit rather, and just kind of hype the crowd up a little bit.
Why not?
Have a set list and just the shit that you don't perform, you put it on there.
Right.
One man show, one man band.
Yeah.
Encore.
But yeah, those are just ideas.
No, that's
so I
cool.
finally got a chance to, dive into some new equipment that I haven't been able to use yet and actually learn it. So,
nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna meet up twice a week hopefully and get down on this stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So both of them are huge hip hop heads, and they both work with Def Jam, or worked with Def Jam. They're part of the Chicago Street Team.
Okay.
And then they just did a bunch of promotions and shows for them, and so they just know a lot of people, and I actually started singing for them too because I was showing them some of my stuff, and they're just like, yo, you got an amazing voice, you need to get on, basically. So we're all gonna collab a little bit, work on some stuff, but they said if I can come up with a nice project, they can introduce it to somebody. So
cool. That's what's
up. Networking, man, is everything.
It is. And it's good to have quality people, that you can actually trust.
Right.
So
yeah.
Indeed.
That's nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
Your hands have healed.
My hands have healed. Yeah. I got Like it's skin starting to get back, you know, to normal. So
but
it's kind of itchy though.
Yeah.
So I'm always scratching myself now.
Looking like I hyped this shit just.
I swear.
What was that shit they put on you when you had chicken pox? The calamine notion?
Yeah.
Notion?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Fucking
man.
take it over.
Dude, that shit was.
It works the
You're
best.
just like.
Honestly, yeah, I just feel like the more you put on, it was so cool.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I learned how to mix this week.
Nice.
For the first time. I'm gonna learn how to use my new Akai. So yeah, things are coming together musically.
Good shit, man. Good
Yeah.
shit. Good shit.
Yeah.
Keep adding things to that tool belt, man.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Other than, I mean, nothing else really happened too much. I'm gonna start shopping for Christmas though.
Cool.
Dude, that sounds
We
fucking
can see.
terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't want to do shopping for Christmas at all, man.
I just think people really.
I hate
I
shopping for
I beat
Christmas.
all those lines, dude. I know. I just know people. Like,
So you're gonna go down? You're gonna go before everybody starts
like a
going?
week, probably like a week from now.
Man, I'm always like, you know, I'm gonna go now, and then I don't go until the 23rd.
I should really go next week.
Almost every year.
I should really go next week.
I think the people that I wait last for are my nephews. Because there's always that one gift that's like, oh, I need that, you know, and it's like, I got you. I just love being that uncle. Because, like, I had uncles like that.
That's cool.
They always come on the slide like, yo, you wanted that, right? You know, I'm like, here you go. You know, whatever.
Like,
That's
I do
good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to, you know, carry that on.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's pretty dope, man. That's
So,
something that's like, you know, because a lot of things from our childhood probably aren't like really necessarily translating into this day and age, but like shit like that is cool, man. To be like, to be that kind of a positive thing.
I'm also going to start getting Dalton, my oldest nephew. I'm going to start getting him into trading cards, basketball cards.
Ah,
I just feel like that's really lost. And why not bring that back? Because, like, it's just really cool to, like, keep stats and, like, you know,
yeah, man.
Know the players
see
more
players'
intimately.
progressions and, you know, learn their stories and whatnot.
Right.
Through, like, I don't know, you have to read it, you know, and it's not...
Yeah.
No, it's
On your phone,
it's
you
definitely
know,
cool because it's like a glimpse into time essentially.
It helps you understand the game a little bit more, too, you know?
Yeah, that's so true.
So-
So yeah, I think I want to surprise him one day, and maybe Christmas Day or whatever, but just send him something in the mail, have it be like these old school decks that I can post online or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That's
what's up.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets like a Joe Dumars or something, like, oh, I gotta keep that. Joe Dumars is one of my guys, so.
Word.
But yeah, so, just, I'm gonna start shopping soon for Christmas.
See, I'm a very selfish person, so I don't really care to go shopping.
I hate Christmas.
You know what?
shopping.
I have a vendetta against it.
Man.
My birthday is 9 days before Christmas.
Oh yeah, true.
So like,
Yeah,
and
you have
then
to
my
get
mom's birthday is 3 days before mine. So literally,
Yeah, right.
I'm like, I'm
Right.
both ends. So fuck, I hate shopping for other people.
I get you.
Yeah, I don't.
Do
I'm
you
not.
feel that you get more presents?
No.
See, because like everyone
Not as a
has
kid,
that
no.
about people that are like close to Christmas. Like, do you get extra stuff or? Yeah.
I mean, the
Everyone's like,
family,
no.
but the family always like exchanges gifts. You know,
Yeah,
we're pretty
yeah.
generous with each other and have fun with
I
it.
hear you.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like, you know,
No
no.
one
I don't-
slips you like $100 on the side.
Man, I wish somebody would slip me a fucking. I wish somebody would slip me $10.
This man was so like he like I don't know.
Dude, you slip me
He's
$10.
so
I'm
mad.
happy.
Like, yo, did you really get $100 from somebody? Like, what? Like, is that
The fuck's giving you $100?
Like, did you
I
get
want
that?
$100 fucking
Because
dollars.
if so, who did that?
I'd be like,
I'm
man,
open.
you know, honestly,
They didn't give me that shit.
That's your only benefit.
you know, I might get like honestly, if I get socks, underwear, shit like that. I'm
This is
cool
true.
with,
The way-
man.
the way
I'll
things
buy
have
the shit.
changed.
I'll buy the shit I really, really want. I think.
The way things have changed is really interesting because as a kid, you have like a completely different kind of wish list. You're not giving a fuck about clothes.
Yeah.
Now the shit that you didn't get, that you hated getting as a kid, you cherish that shit now. You know,
Man.
Hell yeah,
socks,
shit,
give me
some
some
underwear.
slippers.
Dude, I didn't know how much.
Some underwear.
That's
some
just
thermals,
expensive.
Yo.
slippers. It really is.
You ever go to buy some fucking Hanes undershirts? It's just like $25.
It's 3 shirts for like $15, yo.
Yeah.
I go for like
But
the
it's
larger
like
pack.
premium cotton.
Oh, see, I don't do the
What the
premium
fuck is premium cotton?
because that
What's the
shit shrinks.
That's
I
right.
bought them and they
You're
shrink.
You're right.
They
difference?
fucking
Shit ain't
shrink.
premium.
Like,
Dude.
Shit is unleaded.
What? Y'all don't care about us. fuck out of here. I'm out here looking wild.
Yeah.
Anything with you?
I mean, you know, battling this snow off my car. My car is fucking terrible right now. I hate it. It's just literally like one.
I passed by it.
It's a big fucking like white film all over the whole car.
Dude, I touched my shit the other day, and it's like textured.
It makes me upset.
Chicago makes out of towners feel fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, man, what's up with my car right now? It's like,
Dude,
it's salt.
You gotta get that shit washed, but like,
So true.
I'm not gonna wash it till all the snow's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just fine.
I don't know, man. I really just hate the way. Like, I went to go fill up my gas tank yesterday, right? So I used the little squeegee thing that they had, cleaned off all the windows. This morning, I drove to work. When I got back in my car, I was like, oh, so it just looks exactly the same as it did before that, huh?
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Like, that's nice. Great. Kicking up.
Well,
nasty
driving
shit
the
from
highway
the
and
side.
stuff. Yeah. You got
Hate
that
it.
kickback, yeah.
But then, finally got my PlayStation 4 connected, you know?
What do you mean finally? What happened?
I just didn't have it connected. It's been...
You're just, oh, okay.
Yeah, so now, you know, that's back up and running. I got a few games playing.
Yeah.
Spyro remake came out,
nice,
so I
nice.
got that going on right now.
Did you buy those games or do you have GameFly?
Oh no, I bought them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I had GameFly for like 2 years. I'm gonna bring it back though this month.
It's my Black Friday pickups.
Got you.
Some cheap games. So,
That's what's up.
but yeah, other than that, this has been a long week at work. That's pretty much it, you know. And then this. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get into some shits.
Yeah, I guess we might as well talk about some things.
Talk about some things.
So let's just dive right in, man. Tekashi, a few things going on with his ass. You know, I hate to give him too much attention because he's a jackass, but number one, his album actually did drop. So whatever that we were talking about last week or something like that, before that, with Nicki saying that his album wasn't gonna come out.
Oh yeah. She said
So,
the label announced, or the label kind of told her to announce it essentially.
Yeah, and so apparently that was a lie because it came out last Friday.
Oh yeah. Right.
So yeah, his entourage or whatever was hit with new drug trafficking
I
charges
saw that
today.
actually. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's messed up, yo.
Their whole team was fucked, man. To be honest.
Really. He talked about all of that in the songs though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of why I feel like they had to release the album because like there's a lot of evidence on there.
Oh yeah.
Verbal
These
evidence.
kids are like all they do is post what they're doing, regardless of how illegal it is on Instagram or whatever it is.
I mean, if a
That shit is
person's
not a
saying,
joke.
like, I don't care who's watching me. I'm doing what I'm doing. Essentially, you know, it's like
Which is great until you're, you know, fucking sitting in Gen Pop
right, and
just...
then you want people to say for you, like you
Right.
know, like no.
I seen something that said that something was going on in jail again, and they had to move him. But I don't know. I didn't
I'm
look
sure
further
that's
into it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that'll keep happening. People want him.
Dude, people are
Yeah.
going after him for sure. And he got this dumbass green and fucking pink hair. That's not helping you at all.
Yeah, you better shave that
Yeah,
shit.
you should have bleached that out.
Yeah.
He definitely should have done that shit before he wants to try out.
That's just not a good look at all.
You got the 6ix9ine on your face too. Stop! I'm sorry. I don't want to get. Yeah.
He got the 6ix9ine literally everywhere.
Excuse me.
He got 69 tatted on his body like 1,000 times.
That's messed up.
Yeah. And then so we're gonna get into more of these things later on. But Meek Mill put out a new album, and on the song, what's the name of that track again? Was Ross and Jay?
What's free?
What's
Yeah, What's Free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was
apparently
crazy,
they're
man.
saying
That's a good
Ross
track.
just
He went
69.
in. Yeah. Oh, I okay.
Yeah. So
I think I heard that, but I didn't go back yet.
I was listening to it because I went through it twice, and when I got to that song again, I was like, wait a second, that sounds
Jay's
an awful
verse.
lot like he's talking about this dude's hair right now.
Jay's verse.
No, Jay's verse was really dope.
Like I was
Hey.
like, what? So like I always knew that he had that in him. I never thought that he would go on like Wax and talk about it though, and he did. Like he went in.
Mhm.
Kanye. Like
Yeah.
No, but he said it wasn't.
oh
He clarified. He said, what it means is, don't pit him and Kanye against each other.
To pay him and
so
any of his
yeah,
brothers
Prince and
against each other.
Michael. Yeah,
You
right, I
know,
get that. I get that.
No matter what their beef was, you know what I mean?
There's a few things said though, right? I mean, I thought there was some hostility there.
I mean, I'm sure there's hostility between him and
No, I mean, like on that track, like in the lyrics.
No, I'm sure within there.
Oh,
I just don't. I was listening to it. I couldn't tell what he was saying.
Gotcha.
And that's when I guess he clarified, because probably a lot of people were actually questioning, because I couldn't figure it out. Like I read the lyrics before I heard them, because somebody posted them this morning. Because the shit comes out at midnight, you know.
Well, it's like he went on Twitter for the first time in a long time, and I looked at it too, and then Ye commented on one of his posts, and he said WTR. Oh no, I'm sorry, WTT2, and then like with a shrug.
Gotcha.
Going on, so
Watch the Throne 2?
Yeah. So I don't know.
No.
I mean, listen, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, because like I want to welcome that.
I want to welcome it because I mean, first of all, it's a J project.
Who doesn't want that? Yeah,
I want that, but I don't know. Do you think it's gonna be good?
If they could do a Ninth Wonder Black Thought type of thing, you know, Kanye just produced the whole album.
Do you think Kanye could rap anymore? Because I don't think Kanye can rap anymore.
I don't know.
When was the last time you heard Kanye rap?
Well, we're gonna find out in fucking, I don't know, what, 2 years?
Whenever Yandi comes
That's
out.
when Yandi drops? No. But like, whenever that
As soon
comes
as he
out,
gets out of the fucking Marianas Trench, he wanted to go explore the ocean before he released his album. He wanted to make sure.
I thought there's been some real booty, like, you know, excuses.
He wants to see why the Bermuda Triangle is called the Triangle.
I don't even see no fucking triangle, yo.
Goodness gracious. Anyway, so off of Ye and all that shit, the reason why I brought that album up in the first place is Rick Ross was supposedly dissed in 69. Yeah. 69.
I didn't. Rick Ross. I gotta listen again because Rick Ross's verse. Ross's verse didn't necessarily stand out 100% to me. I heard there were some gems in it, but I didn't like. I wanted to go back. I intended to, but I've been fucking listening to that damn Fetty album.
Yeah, man.
I can't stop listening to that shit, man.
Ridiculous, man.
Fetty is fucking dope.
I don't know how consistent.
Shout out to fucking Freddie Gibbs, Currency, and Alchemist.
I don't know how consistent
all 9 tracks.
you've been listening to this
That
album.
was the greatest trio.
But you're probably behind by like 30 albums now.
No, I've listened to others. There's nothing's really. My list is gonna be very precise when we put it out at the end of the year.
End of year list, yeah.
I have like.
Yeah,
Very
mine
it's going to be precise
pretty
isn't the word, specifics.
Mine are pretty nailed down right now.
You know, I know.
There's been a few surprise releases in the past few months though, where
I mean, it's
like
still
Reason
one more
came out,
month,
and I
man.
was like, that might be album of the year now. And
The-
then, you know,
The way music drops nowadays with like almost no fucking press,
Yeah.
anything come out for the next 3
Dude, a
4
lot
weeks.
more albums came out this week than I thought.
Yeah, man.
And I thought it was only 3.
I
and
think
I was
Ross
like,
is still going to come out. I think Ross comes out this year.
you know,
maybe this is his intro, you know?
I just don't want him to come out at the end of like the fucking month, like the last Friday or you know what I mean? Or not even that. Music comes out on random fucking days now too.
Yeah.
Trey's music came out on fucking
Yeah.
Wednesday.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
He put out. Did he
Black
put out
Thought dropped on Monday.
It's 2. It's called 11 and 28, because that's the day it came out.
the fuck out of here?
So I thought what was gonna happen was that the 28 was gonna, because I listened to 28 first for whatever reason, and I thought it was gonna be, as I listened to it, it was like it was Trigger, and I was like, okay, so he's kind of rapping, kind of singing, but mostly rapping kind of way, and I was like, okay, let's see what 11 is, and 11 seemed to start that way, and it went that route of like a singing out, but I just didn't care for it.
Oh.
I haven't really cared for like probably his last 2 albums.
That sucks.
Maybe I'd have to even look to see what the third back was. I might not have even cared for that one.
The first album that he put out was the best that he's gonna give, I think. Dollar and Dream, Trey.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Dollar and Dream, no, but Ready is his best album for sure, in my opinion.
That's one of, yeah.
Because and then there's
I agree with
another
that.
one that came out was Chapter 5 or whatever it was. That was
Nice.
alright.
Yeah.
That was okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
After that, because that's when he started trending into becoming more of a, like a rapper singer. you know, and I didn't really care for that much on with his style.
Yeah, I agree.
R&B right now, I think Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Caesar's dope. I'm a Jacquees fan. I think
Jacquees
that's
is nice too.
Yeah.
Man, but that collab though.
Black's dope. Black's got a different kind of R&B though.
Black is nice.
Cause he don't really like you know,
Sorry.
belt out or have many runs. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you know, it's just really good music. You know, harmonizing and keeping a nice, you know, tone and whatever. But it's not really too like he's not like overwhelmingly like singing his ass off.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Realistically, man, it should have been a good year for R&B too this year. You had an Usher album come out. You had Neo come out. You had LMA come out. You had all types of people.
Funny thing is, I haven't been the R&B that I've been just checking for is just the newer cats, man. Like the new heads, like that I want to listen to are like, I don't know. I just feel like because when you go back when the Usher's album came out, and Usher's album kind of like. I don't know, I don't really care for it. Like, because they try to keep up with the times, and when they do that, they lose their sound. And when
like
they lose their sound,
Sweat,
that's
I think last week.
I didn't listen to Keith Sweat. I'm not gonna listen to a Keith Sweat album.
No,
Why the fuck would I
Keith
listen
Sweat
to
2018? No.
It's like if Bobby Brown put out a new album.
Unless you're 45,
Dude, I'm not listening to
Unless you're
Keith Sweat
45 and
unless
like you're a woman and you're like into him.
This is true.
Like you're gonna want that album.
No, I'm not listening to Keith Sweat.
If you're New Edition, you should probably put out a new album. And
New
with
Edition
that in
should,
mind, you know?
When did
Try it.
when did Keith Sweat's album come out?
It was a week or two.
With I think it was a self-titled album. With Twisted and Nobody.
Nobody's that shit.
But when did that come out?
Forever.
Like 95, 94?
Around there.
Alright, well, I'm not listening to Keith Sweat
Probably
post
earlier
that.
than that.
Anything post that,
No, I hear you.
I got no interest.
Cause like him there, like that was his prime right there.
Yeah, man.
That was
Twisted's a dope ass little
Without a doubt.
little song, man.
Without a doubt.
I can probably
That
sing
Nobody. Nobody.
That's actually a
That is like so baritone at times too. Like hitting those notes, you know, like that chorus is pretty much just like.
But like it's
Pretty
funny
easy
because
to
his
sing.
voice,
It's great.
it's great.
It's just got this bassiness, airiness to it.
Who was bigger, him or Babyface?
Babyface.
Yeah, baby.
Because Keith Sweat was big too.
Babyface.
He had his time.
Not only is Babyface one of the best singers, he's also an amazing
Songwriter.
producer and songwriter for various people. Like he's penned so many hits.
But he hasn't released any music in a very
He's
long
very
time.
quiet for the last like 10 years. I want to say.
Even more, I'd say.
I hope everything's okay. To be honest,
He might just
It's
be chilling.
Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, ain't it? That's his first name.
Kenneth Evans. I'm not quite sure.
You heard Dave?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I apologize.
Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say positively.
Positively.
Shout out.
Shut up.
You know, whatever. I just know him as Babyface, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Since we're already talking about these albums, man, we might as well go through them.
Yeah.
So, this one actually we talked about earlier. The Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Some rap songs is what it's called.
Yeah.
So Dave made a claim that this album is album of the year so
For
far.
me.
For him.
Hey,
And then he gets the artist of the year.
Exactly.
And he gets rapper of the year right now, right?
No. I said that Black Thought gets rapper of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that
But wait, doesn't it have to be the same person? Isn't that conflicting information?
No.
How do you get the album
No.
of the year and
That
you
is
don't
not
get the artist of the year?
That is not conflicting. Because and I was gonna bring this up later. I wasn't sure if I should.
those are two separate awards,
now.
right? But before you,
They are.
okay, so
So
it's
my
possible.
But I feel like-
my whole thing is Black Thought. His project is collaborative, and I'm talking about the people that get album of the year are one artist working on their album, and they just bring this fire stuff first, you know.
okay.
So we got. I said Reason. I said Nip, and then
That Reason was dope.
man, it was like. So Reason Nip, but now I'm saying Earl, because this just really hit home for me. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
And I mean, again, to each his own.
So yeah, I feel like this is just more personal you know, and
Yeah.
like I just kind of fell into.
But that's
it
what
more.
music is, man.
It is,
Music
for
is
sure.
something that, you know, it I don't know. It's supposed to. It speaks to, you know, a deeper part of you. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like, and it's also music's also dope because it's kind of universal. Like, regardless of like what language you speak, you'll hear people reciting lyrics of words that they don't even know what
This
they
is true. I
mean.
know Arabic songs and I have no idea what the fuck it means.
You really do?
Some.
The hell?
Only
That's
parts.
funny. That's good.
Huh?
Not
That's
funny.
interesting.
Excuse me.
That,
I mean, that's a good way to learn the language, how to speak the language, I feel like.
oh, holy shit! You're right. I gotta
It
do
is,
this shit
so-
because I am taking that fucking class.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're in school for it.
You learn how to pronounce the words more.
I'm not in school
with
for
the
it,
melody
I'm just
behind
taking
it.
Or
it.
excuse me. Yeah.
I am not interested to be in school for that.
Having a melody behind it will make it easier to.
I'm gonna talk to everybody in a singing tone, like
Dude, listen. Okay, I'm not trying to knock any practices of any religions. All I'm saying is, if you've ever been to a mosque and you have the imam there speaking, does it not sound like he's reading or singing the whole time?
he is breaking it down a little bit.
Even if he says like one or two words, they're extended and it's in a
So-
melodic form.
So I can attest to that because when I used to hang out at your house and your grandmother would come in, I believe it was your grandmother, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. And she would pray. You guys would watch, or she would watch TV with your father, but it was like Palestinian TV.
Oh yeah.
But so they would watch prayer services, is what I'm guessing it was. But you just hear this man
Yeah.
wailing,
Yeah, dude.
almost, you
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
he's talking essentially.
And a lot of these dudes are
But
old
like,
as
so
shit
like,
too,
so
man.
like, no,
They're
but
holding these notes.
hold on. But like, yeah, no shit, though, for real.
Them pipes don't
Truly
fade.
though, because like they have amazing voices.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'll always be cracking
no.
when I do that. No.
But I always associated that with how a preacher, you know, American preacher, flows. You know, there's
Yeah.
that sing song to it. You know,
Yeah.
especially if you go to a black church. You know, where I went. You know, so it's just music.
Yeah.
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 I'm not a fan of all any like.
So I get that.
I'm not
I
a
get
fan
that.
of like.
Yeah, like that's how I associated it. You know, like I was
Yeah.
like, that's just what it was to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like, I don't, like, I'm not religious in any way, but, like, I just, I don't know, there's a certain, like, comedic factor to, like, when, in any form of, like, church or mosque or anything, when somebody is reciting something in a more singy-songy way, like, because
True.
for me, it just becomes, like, I guess it's a good way to, like, I guess maybe they do it, I don't know. I'm not too religious and I don't want to dig deep enough to figure it out, but I just think it's like, I don't know, like how did that become
It's
the,
almost like
the,
you pop
the
open.
way it's all communicated, you know what I mean?
It's almost like you pop open the Quran or the Bible, and it says at the top, read this in a singing fashion, and then
Yeah,
Please read,
in parentheses.
Yeah.
read this in the
Like,
voice
this is
of
meant to be
James Earl
melodic,
Jones,
please.
but with
It's
the
kinda like
melody
the
of
ball.
Barry White.
Oh, dang. Good.
Dang God.
Yes,
All right.
That was a hilarious scene.
It was,
Yeah.
for sure.
definitely.
So Earl Sweatshirt, listen to it. I like the album. It's just, first of all, you already know Book of Ryan is gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, Royce. Royce is definitely up there.
Roy's
Yeah.
got to be up there.
I have a top five. I'm assuming we're doing top fives, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna end up doing that at the end of the year, I think.
At least for album of the year.
I think we should. Maybe we should do.
Because well, so we haven't discussed categories yet.
Yeah, but I think maybe
But
we
we all
should do
discussed
categories.
for the whole year so far album of the year. So.
Yeah. No, I think we should do categories. There should definitely be. Maybe we do artist of the year. Maybe we do. Collab album of the year. Can we?
Rapper of the year.
Rapper of the year. That'd be fun. I think that
which-
episode.
I'm
Cause
still gonna need more clarity on it eventually. We don't have to talk about it right now.
Yeah.
But
Which
eventually-
I haven't dove into it yet.
Yeah, like how in the fuck? Okay, never mind. So we talked about Meek Mill a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that album.
Meek's album was nice. I
There's a
think.
few throwaways. You guys both listen to it?
I did. Yeah, and I found it at like 1 last night.
Yeah.
Cause like I fell asleep early and then I woke up and it was just like up. It's like why not check out new music? It's after midnight.
See, when I-
and like everything was there.
I've stopped listening to music, because the fact that it comes out midnight is cool, But I found that albums have been ruined for me because I listen to them at that late, and like I'm just
you're not really there.
Yeah, I'm not really there, and I'm like, oh, this is whack, and I don't go back, and I'm like, oh shit, why didn't I listen to this more? Probably because
It's only nice that they come out at midnight, so that when I'm on my 6 a.m. drive to work,
so that's so I wake up at 5:30 and I'm up the door at like 6:15, 6:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, I usually fall asleep early on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up and I'm up at like 1 in the morning. So like I said, and I'll just have like a half-hour block where I kind of just like skim through stuff.
Okay.
And then save things that I want to listen to when I wake up in the morning.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I've like.
But so Meek Mill, I skimmed through it. Last night when it dropped, or this morning rather. Was not impressed at all.
Okay.
I went back to it on my way to work, and there were definitely some strong songs on that album though.
I was surprised because I don't.
After work, went right back to it again just to give that last listen, and yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah.
I want to say like for me 6.5, 7 out of 10.
I'm not gonna judge it just yet because I still have to get through it completely. I've listened to probably 2/3 of it twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten to the last half of the album or the last part of it just because it's another one of those like how many tracks is on it? 16 or something?
No, it's not that long. It's like 10 maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, then why am I not being able to get through it?
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
You're anyway. Old, man, and shit happens differently when you're old.
But yeah, all these albums are really, really short.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
No Sweatshirt's 15 tracks, but it's 28 minutes long.
Yeah, so there's about 2 minute songs on there.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I was just telling Adam, is that my stance was that I hated this short album shit. I wanted my like 12 tracks and whatever, but it's still hard to absorb it. Like, especially when all these albums are coming out, it's hard to absorb an album that's 12, 13, 14 tracks deep and, absorb it the way you like. But when they're 8 songs, you feel a little bit, like, I think you could run through it a little bit better. 35 minutes is like, I was telling them, like, the problem is with, like, 14 tracks. Most drives I have aren't going to be more than 35 minutes.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to get halfway through, stop, get back in the car, probably get halfway through, stop. I don't know, it's one of those things where it's hard for me to get through a whole album.
Well, but see, that's one of the nice advantages to the streaming world now is, you can listen to it in your car, and then you can take your phone with you, and you can play it on your Bluetooth here when you're cleaning the house, or whatever the fuck you're doing, So it's a lot more mobile. You don't have to take the CD out and throw it in the fucking case.
No, and that's true, too. That is a very good point.
There's still something to it, that like I didn't hate.
The problem is when an album's when it started strong, so when you get back in, you're like, I'm gonna just start back at the beginning, And when they started strong, you're just like, man, I didn't really get to the last 4 or 5 tracks until whenever. Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, I've had that problem with albums coming out forever. Like there'll be one
part of the CD
that I remember better than the other part.
Like
front to back, it doesn't really. So that's why when you find an album where from front to back, you don't skip. That's why those albums are fucking like Good Kid, Mad City. That's that for me.
But they're few and far between.
They are.
Well, I think that a lot of great albums or good albums came out this year. But when I say few and far between, because you think about how many projects actually are released within the year nowadays, because Spotify and all these other platforms where you're able to release albums.
Yeah, well, so at least 5 a week.
So in the grand scheme of things, there are really few and far between like good albums to listen to.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's another problem is I have to literally wade through all the bullshit to finally come to an album that I'm like, oh, this shit is like, I fuck with this. Mm-hmm. So if you're a big artist and you're coming out, I'm thinking you should probably not drop on the same day as another big artist.
Yeah, I think.
People love competition.
Yeah, for sure, but ain't nobody paying attention. There's too many other things coming out.
Somebody just recently said
we might not be. People are paying attention though.
The bloggers,
whatever. Somebody just recently said that they're not going to release it out because I think they made the mistake of releasing their album around when Drake released.
Yeah.
He's like.
Vic, right? Vic Mensa.
Did he say that? I don't know. I forget who it was, but it may have been him. But like he said that if he releases it, I'll give him the year. I'll release him next year. But I don't think it was Vic Mensa. I feel like it was somebody else.
Oh, maybe it was when Reason, because he was talking to...
Yeah, Reason said that. Reason's like, man, I released my album and I didn't realize it was going to be released when Drake released his album. So, like, the press from my album wasn't... Even though, he got some... I don't know, I feel like he got recognition.
Most definitely.
But,
he did, though, for real.
Yeah.
I guess Drake's album coming out kind of probably took some traffic away from him.
Right.
And he was like, next time, he's like, he can have that year. I'll release the next year.
Yeah, right. I get that. I like that.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah,
like
for sure. Okay, so it looks like Black Thought and Salam Remy
Man.
put out a new... Black Thought has been active as fuck.
I swear, yo, yeah.
Man,
A
yeah.
few people have been in that
He's
category.
he's also modeling, too.
What? For beards?
Well, honestly, though, that's like his trademark look, though. Like,
Yeah.
The beard, though.
Hell yeah,
Half
that's his
white.
trademark.
The half white gray and the black beard. Yeah, definitely. Nah, but so yeah, on top of man, I'm blanking on the clothing line.
That's insane. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then he's also just, a resident band member on
So
Jimmy
resident
Fallon.
host for Jimmy Fallon, but so he's got these albums coming out, Streams of Thought. So I just want to bring it back a little bit.
Does he find time to record?
Yeah. I just want to bring
Because
it
he
back.
doesn't work at 9 to 5.
So
He works 9 to 5.
Well, I'm saying, like, he doesn't have that in the way of doing the creative thing that he loves to do.
Well, he just finds time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He probably is like
He makes-
recording on commercial breaks in the Jimmy Fallon
Yeah,
show.
All I'm trying to say is if I didn't have 40 hours a week
That man's a genius, yo.
sucked up by work,
No, he is.
That man's a
I'd have
genius.
time for plenty of other things.
It's true. I've thought about it.
So to bring it back a little bit, fans of the Roots, they've always wondered when Black Thought was going to break out and have a solo record. 'Cause,
Okay.
you
This
know,
was his first time?
this is his first time ever releasing anything solo.
Oh,
Like,
shit,
actually
I didn't know.
officially. Outside of, I guess, maybe a mixtape here and there. Like a
Yeah.
short mixtape. But yeah. This is like his...
Fucked up shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move on from things like that. We were talking about Black Thought. Sorry, we took a quick break and we jumped into a conversation that had nothing to do with what we were talking about to you, but it happened.
So yeah,
So-
I was saying...
First studio album,
Yeah. Wait, what?
first solo album, right?
So yeah, so Volume 1 was the very first solo attempt.
Yeah, Volume 2 came out today, right?
Yeah, was the first solo attempt from Black Thought. Volume 2 hit today. Different producer, but he produces the whole album.
So who produced the first one?
Ninth Wonder. Ninth Wonder to Volume 1. Volume 2 is Salam Remy.
I have to. My goal I was thinking about it before you guys got here. That my goal is actually probably starting in the next few days is to get a list of the albums that came out this year and the ones that I really should probably give a good chance to, a good listen. And I'm gonna just go through them and try to get through the ones that not everything, because you can't listen to everything, but I do want to get to the Black Thought because he at least is. You got to give that respect to him.
Right.
He's earned that much to at least hear what he's released.
Yeah.
If you like it or not, that's another story.
Yeah.
I was telling him, Black Thought is like one of those artists who probably should be talked about a lot more.
Most definitely.
But even I don't check for him like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, the saying goes, man, you don't get the flowers where you can smell them. So,
It's messed up.
I mean, he has, his following, of course, is going to be the loyal fan base.
Always,
Check him out.
I mean, the Roots are huge, man.
Yeah,
They're
for sure.
worldwide. Everyone knows the Roots.
You want sex?
So, I mean, it's just, a lot of people, somebody who should be probably a platinum selling artist, even with this
But so, yeah.
project.
Yeah, and he finally got producers that want to be like, yo, I got product for you that's gonna people are gonna hear you.
Yeah.
It's dope.
So
That's dope.
Salam Remy definitely changed.
Who's the resident producer for the Roots?
Questlove. There's a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Questlove's a drummer, but
Yeah. But I was wondering, if they had somebody outside that did a good portion.
So actually, Scott Storch used to do a lot of work with the Roots back then.
Really?
He did I want to say two or three of their albums. Big
Wow.
albums too. Things Fall Apart. He was all over that one. And that's probably the biggest album.
That's new. I didn't know that. Oh,
Scott
it was new to me.
Storch
I
worked
didn't.
heavy with the Roots, man.
Huh?
Which makes sense. I mean, Scott Storch was everywhere.
He's a genius.
No, true.
He works so well with them, man. Because they had Kamal, who's their keyboardist, and then they work with James Poyser, who's also a keyboardist.
Okay.
And I feel like Scott Storch is one of the best keyboardists in the world. So, yeah, it's just really natural.
No, Scott Storch is insanely.
And to have all them collab, you know, on some, you know, R&B, soulful hip hop, you know, type, you know. Well, not even that, because like Things Fall Apart was pretty heavy and dark. But yeah, either way, that was the guy that they needed. Yeah, he really held them up their sound.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I want to go back and listen to that and, you know, try to like actually hear that Scott Storch, there's flavor.
There's those twinkles, you know.
Yeah. Check these twinkles out. Bad as motherfucker.
Well, that's cool. I mean, so I'm gonna give that a listen. I haven't run through it yet.
Yeah.
This weekend.
But again, there's a lot of things I didn't realize came out.
Right.
So I was like, what the fuck?
Got to take my girl's car to go get her brakes done tomorrow. So while I'm waiting at the mechanic, probably throw some headphones on and listen to it because it's probably gonna take a while.
Yeah. I would say start at volume 1 before I do volume 2.
Okay.
But
No, and that's I would do that usually, unless
it isn't like you have to do that. You know,
the only way
There's
I
a
won't do that
continuation.
is if I find an artist that that released something new, and the last time I released it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
That's what I had to do with the Earl Sweatshirt. Because
We went
it's
back.
been 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah, I know he wasn't supposed to start rapping again. I thought because I know
So
him
he
and
like
Tyler were.
quote unquote retired
Yeah.
because he was in depression for a while.
Do you like him or Tyler more?
It's a good question.
Is that Odd Future?
Yeah. Man. I don't know. I respect them both the same because they're two different artists
No.
from the same group, which is weird, you know, because like usually
Yeah.
that's, you know, they all have the same, you know,
Something in common.
right, something. Yeah, and there really isn't much in common.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Tyler guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I'm more Earl for personality. Like Earl's just my dude. Like,
Okay.
that's just somebody I can see myself chilling with. You know.
I don't know if I could see myself chilling with any of them, to be honest with you, but
Yeah, not a huge on either.
like even
No,
like I
even-
like Tyler, but I don't think I could chill with Tyler.
No, Tyler's just he does that shit.
Like
He does-
outlandish, and I think he's
He just
Jaden's
wants
boyfriend
it.
now. So
He pops up on features. He pops up on features that I really like.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fly on the features too. Yeah.
But
He
that's
definitely
about it.
does.
I'm not a huge fan of Odd Future in general, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I'd say I'm more Earl personality wise, but
Yeah.
Tyler's an amazing musician. Man. Not only a rapper, he just
no, he's super
his
talented.
compositions are ridiculous.
I
He
think
gets
so.
so many people to come together and collaborate with him, like
Yeah.
old school R&B artists and, you know, singers just for vocals or just like a keyboard. Like he had Roy Ayers on one of his albums. Roy Ayers is an old school keyboardist from the 70s
Yeah.
that played on a whole bunch of revolutionary shit.
So that means his knowledge of music.
It's so broad.
Yeah,
It's so broad. Yeah.
that's dope. I do like Tyler a lot, actually.
I feel like one of his best works is Cherry Bomb. And then the newest one is Flower Boy, and that one's beautiful. That's a perfect album.
That's the newest album.
Yeah, that's a perfect one. For
I don't know, I have to give it more of a try. I mean, again,
Damn, that's a contender for album of the year too for me.
there's been so much new music.
Gotta
it's
go
hard
back and listen, man.
I don't know. I want to say something. Opposite shout out to Glenn. That's what I
Oh,
right,
yeah.
okay,
Opposite
yeah.
shout out to Glenn.
And opposite shout out.
Figure before we jump into
I was
more shit.
thinking like, what if Water on Mars is Glenn?
It's not. I know this because he has a YouTube page too,
Okay.
and I went to it and there's a couple videos, and he's like, yeah, he's not Glenn, but I'm like, bro, I don't know what happened to Water on Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Seemed like he abandoned.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be fucking with it much anymore.
Come back, Water. He set a good example for what a subscriber should be doing.
Yeah.
But alright, so then after Black Thought, we got JID put out a new album, DiCaprio 2.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it. Have you either of you heard it?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to it yet?
No.
You're not playing.
I didn't even know it was coming out. I may give it a listen, but I haven't listened to it yet.
I'm still flabbergasted that you're able to get through.
Yeah, when you said those 3 albums, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's a lot of music right there. I only listened to one, and then I was like, I want to listen to something else I want to hear.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even have
Back
one.
to Fetty.
Yeah.
Especially at work. Yeah.
Yo, on the slide, tried to start doing this no skip November thing, right? They got all these other rules for November. I was like, maybe I can put my shuffle on, run through it, and not skip any fucking songs, get more acquainted with my list here.
Happening.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
the first day I'm like,
skip quick.
Oh, really? No, there's some shit like,
damn.
And okay, so I guess I should probably define better what a skip is to me, right? So like, if I go through it for like a minute and I just am not vibing with the song, then I'll skip it.
Yeah.
So if it's like, if it's something that I haven't heard before, I'm trying to give it more of a listen, like, try to pay attention. But there's certain things that I just know that I don't want to listen to, and I don't know if I should include that. Things that have been out for a while.
I guess.
But I gotta get more acquainted with this playlist, man. There's been I probably added about like at least 1,000, maybe 2,000 songs to my list just this year.
That's crazy. That's way too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I'm fucking saying it forever, but
It's a lot of music.
anyway, how do you feel about JID?
Man, yeah. As a whole, I thought it was so strong. Like, real strong.
Yeah.
Lyrics on point. Production's on point for sure. His features are real nice.
Is it that or the Earl that you said you like more?
Earl from...
Okay.
Yeah. But that's not to say, DiCaprio too more than anything. Because that's, like, right there with it, I feel.
Okay.
Those are just two very strong albums, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jid, man, he's just a spitter, just a lyricist.
I like people like that.
He's all about wordplay,
Okay.
metaphor, similes, and whatever. Yeah, man, he's got this line. It's in a song called "Strawberries," spelled strawberries.
Strawberries.
But man, it's just like 2 bars, and it's just like and it's like crazy though. Like, yeah.
I have to give it a listen.
Anyway, yeah, and he's got a song with Method Man called Method Man and Joey Badass. It's called Hotbox.
Okay.
And
Sounds appropriate.
It's just ridiculous. The beat is so dirty, man. And then Method Man has a really good feature on that. Same with Joey
I'm
B.
not surprised.
Method Man smashed.
Method Man is like a very consistent artist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna get from him.
I've actually been listening to a little bit more Joey Badass lately, brushing up on that, because I haven't been very well versed in his music previously, but there's been just things popping up on shuffle, so now I'm like, trying to give it a little bit more of a listen. He's nice too,
Yeah.
so it's good. It was always nice to find a more reliable spitter.
I like Joey Badass.
Yeah.
Joey B is always, man. 1999 is my favorite album.
Yeah, I have that on there. It's been popping up a lot, so
Perfect. Front to back.
yeah. I'm gonna have to give it to a full front to back listen soon too. But anyway,
JID is definitely something to listen to and check out for, or watch out for rather.
Okay.
It's so big.
And see, that's my problem, man. Including that, so there's 7 albums that came out this week. How can I get acquainted with anything if that's the number?
Right.
That's a lot of music to come out, and I think that
And that's just the things that I would be slightly interested in.
Yeah.
There's more shit that came out.
Right.
dude, when you scroll through, you're like, what the fuck, all this shit. But the thing is, some of it's only a song, some's 2 songs. You know what I mean? If you click in it, when I hit the big crit and it was only 2 songs, I was like,
Yeah, right.
what is this? I actually searched. I was like, wait a minute, maybe he's got that was what it is. 2 songs. I was like, that was gonna be about a whole album, man. Because he's due for a whole album. He released
really
one
is.
last year.
Really?
What was last year he put out?
Forever's a long time.
Forever's
a very long time.
So he'll probably hit us early next year then, the full.
I mean, hopefully. I don't want him to keep just releasing 3-4
I don't
songs.
want that.
He's turning into Tekashi. Putting out.
Nah, never.
No.
Not
I feel
stylistically.
I feel like when these things happen, and I can kind of respect it this way, when having this in mind, is that they just have a vibe, and a feeling at that moment.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I gotta put this out because I'm just digging it so much.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Back in the day, that wasn't like a thing.
Yeah,
you know?
they would just compile that with something else on an album. Yeah, right. Making a 3-section album or some shit. You know?
I don't hate that process. I suppose we're just dropping one.
Well, I mean, it's also a different age, man. I mean, it's streaming. Like, it's just that quick. Like, he can, like, he can make a song and then just post it, you know, and it just be out there, you know.
You know what I kind of
and like if he wants some words to be out there, if he wants to be heard on some shit, he's gonna put it out there, you know. If he can.
I kind of equate this whole streaming thing to like learning a new language. So basically, like, there's certain things at stake that you're, you know, for the most part, general population vibes with, it's good. And then there's a bunch of things that just like, it's getting adapted to it and learning, you know, learning appreciation for it. Maybe is what I'm looking for, you know. But I don't know. It's weird trying to adapt to this digital age of things, and
I think I'm coming around. I mean, I've already come around.
I've fully adapted to it.
I think I've come around.
But it's funny because like I collect vinyl.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like I've come around. It's just like you kind of miss like the old format. You know,
most definitely.
this just allows for an oversaturation, and
which has already happened, man.
It's just
bro. We're talking about it.
If you give me 2 or 3 albums a week, that's fine. But give me fucking 6 or 7 albums a week that I'm trying to like. I don't have enough time, you know. Well, grown ass.
Yeah, just pick and choose what you want to hear, man.
Grown ass man.
But how can I choose that if I can't hear it? You know.
Maybe that's why they're giving a 7-track album.
See,
they need to just, you know, stop.
There's a rhyme and reason.
Long year, as far as music goes.
Yeah, it's not over. We still got 4 weeks.
Another month, yeah. So we'll see what happens.
It has been a really good year.
And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of like big things. You know what's crazy, man?
Year in music.
The things that came out in the beginning of the year, I was looking through a couple things and I'm like, wow, I forgot that this album came out this year. Like it's been, I think that's Guys Who came out this year, right?
It could have been late last year.
I think it was because I was looking for a new apartment in April, and that's when I was getting acquainted with the album. So I think it came out a little bit before that.
Okay, I mean that's possible too.
But they're just like albums, you know what I'm saying, that I forgot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. It happens daily. I'm like, oh shit, why didn't I go back to that shit?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So, are you guys interested at all in a Victor Oladipo album?
No.
Titled VO. You listen to it? Any plans on that? No.
No.
All right. Ghostface Killah put out a new album called Bronze Tale.
I did not.
Didn't even hear it yet, so we may have to reserve our talks. Although we already know Ghost is gonna come correct, so
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he's been much about the features lately.
Ghostini. Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like we have hit the end of our new music this week. Thank God, it only took like an hour or so.
It's a lot of music, man.
And no Kanye corner.
No Kanye corner.
Yeah, I don't go to that place in the house.
I mean, there's a slight Kanye corner. You know, he.
I get, yeah, right.
So off the week album, Jay dropped some lines, and
didn't we talk about it?
Ye basically was like, "Yo, maybe we should do a Watch the Third." Pretty much that.
No, I don't know how I feel about that. We'll wait and see.
It's not exactly Kanye's corner, but it's more than mentioned.
Yeah, it's Kanye's around the corner.
Yeah. I did see that Drake and Lil Wayne are going to be doing a joint album soon.
That.
Wait, well, who is it?
Drake and Lil Wayne.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Weezy.
I'll believe that when I see it.
I don't really care.
I don't think it's gonna come out, but
that
if it does,
that is gonna be a huge drop. I'm not really checking.
It will be. People will love to hear that shit.
I'm not questioning.
I just don't know if it happens.
Fans want that.
I just don't know if it happens, man.
I may be in the minority right now.
Why wouldn't it?
Because
they're not beefing right now.
Yeah, but you know, trying to get these motherfuckers at their stage in the career to be able to get to each other and do that.
I don't think it's a problem. I think I might be in the minority, but I wasn't like the biggest Carter 5 fan, and so I don't know. I'm not worried about Drake coming, right? Because I've heard him still put out good music, but I'm not sure that Wayne.
Yeah, Drake is pretty consistent.
See Drake on a joint album.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to hear it. I'll just wait to see it.
I think Drake's superstardom has surpassed Weezy's.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Which is crazy because they're both still really, really big.
Oh yeah, Wayne is huge, man.
Yeah, people will always check for Wayne.
People fall over fucking, just trying to get a chance to be able to, be around his ass. It's
That's
crazy.
dudes and women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like Prince, but for hip hop.
It's funny, I didn't really see that coming when Carter 1
I
came out.
love you, man.
Whoa.
I thought that Carter 1 was largely a trash ass album. So
Carter 1 was cool. Carter 2 and 3 were the better ones.
they have Go
What
DJ
was his
on
very
Carter 1.
first album though? Was it 500
Go
Degrees?
DJ's on 2.
That was just-
Fireman.
That was just bad.
Volume 2.
That was like Cash
Carter 2.
No. Go DJ is not. That's Fireman. Go DJ is on number 1.
Is it?
I believe so. Didn't he have like My White Tee?
Wait,
I don't know, man. I don't
White Tee
know.
is not it.
For some
I'm
reason.
drawing a blank at this
Yup,
point.
yeah, my white tee. Yup, that's not. No, that was a snap music.
Oh, really? That's how it goes?
Snap music.
Anyways.
No.
Like that was a
Oh,
genre.
that's just something I
Yeah, right. That whole dance.
Throw it over the air.
You'd be like, wait. That fucking T-Pain.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
was
say.
gonna say.
Oh snap!
So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was worth to mention. I don't know when the release date is or anything like that, but I don't know that's been announced. So, and some, I'll say that Cash Money affiliate news: DJ Khaled and Floyd Mayweather.
Yo, cryptocurrency. Where'd you
These
talk about
fucking
that
guys.
recently?
Uh,
Buying into that? Yeah, don't.
yes, I don't know.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Because there you go.
Well, that's just.
But they
because
like
these
bailed
guys-
themselves out though, because it was
They paid like
750,000. I thought.
750. Oh,
which
shit.
is a drop in the bucket, especially for
Which
Mayweather.
Oh yeah, Mayweather could pay like.
Khaled's got a
lot
baby
of
now, so
that.
that not even.
But it's one baby, and he's not a.
No,
They're like,
And
I
I'm pretty
can't
sure he's
give
still
you-
with his baby mama.
That man's got a platinum yacht.
I
Like,
can't give you $1 million.
Not really, but
No.
maybe. You know. Like,
Probably close.
Unless
Probably,
his girl
probably
leaves
platinum
him.
other things.
If,
not a problem.
okay, I feel like if you on your phone you have an option for Uber helicopter, you're a whole different tax bracket.
Oh yeah.
Uber
How do
helicopter
you even get that?
Yeah, no,
What
seriously.
the
though.
fuck,
How do you even get that app?
Abu Dhabi.
man?
Uber helicopters, yo.
Yo,
Yes,
people are
I'm not
living-
even lying about that.
People are living much different than us.
It's
Hell
a
yeah,
totally
they are.
different-
Those motherfuckers.
Totally
I
different world.
gotta try to find a way to live
Oh,
that.
right.
Totally different
Fuck
world.
those people. And some related legal news, not related, I guess. Travis Scott
Oh yeah.
is Tommy Lee's gonna sue him apparently
I didn't
over
see
some
this.
stage setup.
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta be careful. We
So
can't steal
Tommy Lee
people's.
back in Tacoma, I feel it was like 90s, like 92, 93. He had it was a drum solo / like exhibition where it was just like him in a cage, and it was like this roller coaster set up, and he was drumming while going on a roller coaster basically.
Oh, okay.
But the cage he's in is turning the whole time.
That makes more sense to me now because
Travis
I
Scott
saw
did
some
that?
Twitter post.
Travis Scott set up a roller coaster setup all along the venue, but it was just a regular like roller coaster.
Okay.
You know.
See, I saw some
And he
Twitter
got-
post recently that
And he
said
yeah, so Tommy Lee is saying it's way too
Oh.
close to his idea.
Man, dude.
Excuse me, am I right on that? Or
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Who cares? Like, I mean, I get it, but who cares? It doesn't obviously.
Tommy Lee is probably broke as fuck.
Tommy Lee's broke is a joke right
You
now.
think so?
Guns N' Roses ain't doing shit.
But
Yeah,
they don't
and
make
apparently he probably got a
royalties?
lot of his money.
Man.
They don't own name
Really?
Like,
crazy.
I'm not even sure if they own their own music,
Wow.
to be honest. I
He's trying to get that
I
paper.
don't know, and I'm not trying to shit on them, but yeah.
No. He's just trying to get that money.
I mean, when's the last time you heard about him in like the news or anything? You know?
Oh, man.
Or Guns N' Roses or Axl Rose. Like, no, you know.
I haven't heard any shit about anybody, man. You guys motherfuckers ain't
Axl
even.
Rose was eating cheesesteak.
You don't even exist no
50
more.
pounds now. Like, and he was like 90 pounds back when like they were hot. You know,
Rolling
so, like,
away.
No, nobody wants that shit.
This is true. Nobody's trying to watch
It's
that.
like fucking meatloaf now. Like, no.
Yeah, fucking meatloaf.
Well, like the person meatloaf. You know, yeah. So right, yeah. It's a fucking person.
Meatloaf is a delicious meal.
Meatloaf is delicious.
It
Yes,
is.
but the person's Anyway.
Yeah.
I know that, yeah.
Sure.
But back meatloaf is good.
No,
I seriously like meatloaf.
It's delicious.
Yeah, so I saw some Twitter posts talking about like, oh man, motherfuckers can't even take roller coaster rides anymore. And I was like,
everybody fucking everything up.
Like, I wonder if he even was like, you know what? Tommy Lee did this back in the day. I'm not sure if I should do this. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. It's fine.
He's probably like, who's Tommy Lee?
Yeah, exactly.
Tommy Lee.
Exactly. How much does he want? Give it to him.
You mean Tammy Lynn?
Right. Right. No. That was
Tommy Lee.
I was like 18 when that happened.
Yeah, no. So that's interesting, I guess. Kind of. Anyway, I did see the other day Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods, y'all. First hole-in-one in 2 decades. The other day.
Like his.
For him?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So like, hey,
Oh,
he's
that's a
still
long
got the
ass
juice.
time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what happened to those 2
That's
decades.
a crazy statistic.
It
Like,
is.
why are they keeping track on that?
Well, because
I mean, you can tell if he's only had one in
It's
the
very
last
true.
20 years.
Golf's all
Yeah.
about those numbers.
I get that.
You know?
So-
Yeah.
And they don't
Sports
go
are
very high.
all
So
statistically.
yeah, like where does
driven
that
anyway.
land then? Like this, like because like
It's just
hole-in-ones aren't
It's just a feat that he can remember.
Pretty
He
much.
can
Well,
memorize
so I'm
by
saying, I'm like-
this
like-
timestamp.
on top 5. Like where does he land? You know what I'm saying? Like do they have those type of statistics or?
I gotta imagine he's pretty high up there, man. I mean,
In golf.
dude
like-
made over $1 billion.
Well, I'm talking about just in hole-in-ones specifically.
Oh,
'Cause, like, he has
that I
two,
don't know.
so,
I don't know how many hole
Where
ones
does
he's
he
ever
land in like the history of golf?
He only
You know
has
what I'm
2.
saying? Well, I'm sorry. I thought that you said
No,
that
no.
was
So
the second.
this is his first one
Oh,
in 2
in
decades.
2 decades.
So it could have been, you know, I don't know how
He has
many
multiple,
before,
maybe.
but when he was first, you know, hot on the scene,
Right.
pause.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Quick pause.
speaking of pause,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I say we touch on this.
Wait, this is the last story here or no?
what?
Is this the last story?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I was gonna say I don't really want to end on this one.
No, we should probably not even spend a whole lot of time on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to disclaim this by saying if you're part of the LGBT community, we have no problem with y'all.
No
You
problem.
know?
No.
But this story just happened to be really funny. So, Dwight Howard, people. Your boy's Superman dunking 2 balls at once.
Yo.
Yeah. So he was
That's not the same thing anymore.
But yeah, so I got caught up a little bit earlier. Caught up in terms of knowing the terms of the story. But basically, his ex, which was the ex.
Oh, I don't know the name.
No, not the name. The variety.
Oh, it's I believe it's a transgender
It was a transgender. His ex.
to a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So apparently this person has come forward and released some information about your boy Dwight. He's a little funny on the side. Again, no offense. But he has been going to trans parties.
Right.
He hangs with the trans people.
Transgender sex party.
He gets the trans D. That's the D in Dwight.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
All right.
Not gonna
Let's
make
keep
fun.
this clean.
But it hurt his back, literally, and now needs surgery.
So
because of
right.
it.
So hold on. I'll say it again, just to be clear, because I was talking a little bit about that. Just say it over.
Oh yeah. So he got some back issues,
Right.
and this is literal. And
This
I'm
is-
pretty
Yeah.
sure
This is
that
actual.
No, they called it gluteus pain.
gluteus pain.
Yeah, gluteus
So he got a
pain.
pain in his ass, and because of this, it's been causing a lot of issues at on the court, and he will now be going in for surgery
Undergoing surgery.
to correct the ass problem that he currently has,
Yes.
and
That's fucking.
so
It's fucking terrible.
yeah. So let's move on from that story because
Yeah.
that can get controversial.
Yeah, controversial.
We brought up Victor Oladipo earlier
Right.
because of his album, but now he's gonna have a little bit more time to work on that album. Unfortunately,
Injury.
he is out indefinitely with a knee problem, and I'm not sure quite.
That
yet
sucks because
if
he
he's
was
gonna
like
get
most
surgery or not.
improved last year.
He really was very good.
Dude, that's a big loss for Indiana.
True.
That is
After
crazy.
they lost Paul George, is George Hill still there?
I don't know. I don't even pay much attention.
No, I don't think so.
He's not in Indiana anymore?
I don't think so.
Damn, so who do they have? Just Victor?
I feel like I want to check.
Only have VM?
Yo,
I guess
that sucks, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Roster is because since Paul George left, that left a big vacancy, and now
Yeah, Paul George is definitely gone.
No, that definitely sucks.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of, but yeah.
I feel I feel bad for him because last year he was balling out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But to be out indefinitely, I wonder what that means.
Yeah.
So you got Domantas Sabonis,
Don't know.
Bojan Bogdanovic,
I've heard
Miles
Bojan.
Turner, Tyreek Evans, McDermott is on there, Aaron Holiday, Darren Collison,
Doug McDermott.
Thaddeus
man.
Young. Yo, have you ever heard of? I'm assuming this is
Thaddeus
pronounced.
Young is dope.
I'm assuming this is pronounced Alizé Johnson or
Alizé.
Elise Johnson.
Elise.
It doesn't have
You
But-
better call it that. You better
Tyreek
call him
looks
Elise.
like
Jimmy Butler.
It
It really
he
does
was
though.
like
Yep. A
fucked
little
up on some
off.
crack.
A little off. Jimmy Butler, a little off.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Butler. All
There's
right.
Jimmy Butler.
It's like Jimmy Butler's.
We should definitely post some sort of poll. Who did it better?
We got it.
Yeah,
Who did it better?
Check for that one.
That's hilarious.
On some basketball news that really just is terrible for us, the Bulls are
man.
horrible right now. They're like 5 and 20. or
Yeah,
some
they're
shit.
bad.
So
I
who
think they're
beat
really
us?
trying to get Zion.
Who beat us is the Pistons.
Yeah.
The Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm. Which actually are better now, Well,
Yeah,
got-
hey,
they
the
got
team,
all
the
this-
powers have
Griffin?
shifted.
Yeah,
The
they got
powers
Blake.
have shifted.
They got
Yeah.
Blake Griffin.
And not the Bulls.
And Blake isn't he's showing out a little bit. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been shooting a lot of threes, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just like that, our boy Derek.
The threes are big men in the league are really becoming 3-point shooters.
Yeah,
kinda
it's too
weird.
much.
like that.
It's too much. It's like the stretch. 5?
Which is fine, honestly. I mean, that used to be a commodity back in the day. So now that you have more people able to do that, I just don't want you to sacrifice your inside game.
Exactly.
That's what's
Three-point
happening,
game.
though.
It really is.
A lot of these guys.
But
A
that's
lot
why
of
I'm
these guys
okay.
don't have a post game. They have only
That's why
the
I'm okay with
ability.
Also defensively either. They're just bad posts.
But that's why I'm okay with Blake shooting the 3 because I know he has a strong inside game.
Almost
you know?
definitely. He's one of the strongest.
So,
Yeah, he's pretty
One of
fucking.
the strongest.
Okay, we can play again.
Yes.
Yeah. So, the Bulls terrible. Derrick Rose is outperforming his MVP season currently.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
So shout out to D, man.
Good
It's,
for him.
yeah,
Definitely, man.
it's always nice to see.
He's averaging 21? No.
Yeah. So they have a picture here. Hold on. Took a picture of the stat sheet so I can make sure I have this information.
What's Minnesota's record?
I don't know. I'm not that invested in the team, to be honest.
I've only seen the Western Conference, playoff potential.
Okay, see, I haven't. You said Donovan Mitchell?
Excuse me, what?
You said Mitchell?
What? I did not say that at all.
Oh, I thought you said something you have been watching and listening. Only thing you've watched is the West.
I've only been watching the Western Conference.
I thought you said Mitchell, who's in Donovan Mitchell, isn't he in Utah?
Oh, my fault.
That's how I took it. I misunderstood.
So, like, Derrick Rose, right? I'm going to give you one set of numbers and the other set of numbers. The first one is 2010 2011, his MVP season, and the other one is right now.
Okay.
So, his MVP season, he was 24, 7, and 4. 24 points a game, for those of you who don't know. 7 is going to be referring to the assists, and then 4 is rebounds. 2018 2019, 23, 6, and 5.
Damn, I thought it was 21. It's after 23.
And his field goal percentage in 2010
That's
was
strong.
45%. Now it's 47%. And his 3-point percentage back then was 33%. Now it's 46%.
Dude,
D's balling his ass off.
growth.
It's a
man.
beautiful thing
He
to
did
see,
not
yes.
give up.
No.
Shout out D, man. We fucking.
I feel like he's doing better than Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Considering
Yeah.
injuries and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
100%.
And I feel like D Rose might have had worse injuries.
Mm-hmm. And
Long-
I'm just shout
more
out to the people
prolonged.
who've been hating on his ass.
Yeah, I'm saying shout out to you,
Because they're
motherfucker.
getting all that shit back.
Hell yeah, man. All that shit talking.
Opposite shout out to the whole
Should Derrick
Bulls
Rose go to the
organization.
West in a couple years?
No, I think he should stay where he's at for now.
I'm talking about rings. And you gotta be in the West.
I
I don't think he'll get on another team with LeBron,
He will not.
Golden State. I don't think.
No,
he'll
I think.
I definitely don't see Derrick.
I think-
Rose,
I think
Derrick
Derrick's
Rose
about to
going
draw
the
some people.
Lakers. No way.
No.
I think Derek's about to draw some people.
I hope so. I hope he does.
Yeah.
And Cat's balling out.
Joakim might be coming back next year.
Yeah,
Right?
he's going to the Grizzlies.
Okay.
He's getting signed.
That's
He's signing
settled.
actually in the next few days for the Grizzlies.
That's settled.
Yeah, he's out.
That's good. At least he's out of the G League now, and
Is he even in the G League? I
He
thought he was
was.
on
No,
fucking. I thought he was
No,
on the beach.
Yeah, right. He was like.
yeah, but he was in the G League.
Just
As
getting
the season
conditioning.
was finishing with New York, he was injured. I think on his elbow or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
Well,
he
he
was-
is conditioning, but that's what it's for, though.
Yeah.
For sure. So now it's nice to see him pull out of that. He can get some actual
Yeah.
Of course.
playing time. So
Don't joke him, man.
yeah, Joe's always been one of my favorite men.
Yeah, he's
Hell
a great
yes.
player. He's a great guy.
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
He hustles hard, man. You know, he's always the
Hustle.
life of the team.
Hustle.
So
Hustle real hard.
as far as topics goes, gentlemen, we have covered it.
Oh, we've
So-
run the full.
We've run the course.
All right.
Come to the
Word.
So we can move on to the feet.
My feet.
You know, let's see. You
Watch
got
my
some
feet. Watch my
some little boots on.
Yeah, man, it snowed and it's appropriate to wear boots right now, so I just got some Timbs, man. Just some 6 inches, that's all. Nothing crazy.
For sure. Always a classic look.
Indeed.
You know, New York as fuck. You look super New York right now. If you never cut his hat on.
Real
White tee and shit.
Bronx, son.
Bronx. Nah, I'm good.
Where would you want to be from if you
Chicago.
were from New York? Like, which
I
borough?
don't even know, because I wouldn't want to be from New York.
I won't lie, New York has a lot of cool sounding places, like name wise, you know?
Yeah,
But
that is true.
It does. But only
Marcy
because
projects.
But only
you don't
because
live in Marcy projects.
it's
no.
only because we've heard them in rap songs.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's all it is.
When you hear somebody reference Chicago shit in a rap song, you be like,
Stop the
yeah, I know Chicago. That's you know, it's,
I know exactly where that's at.
But
sort
then
of
the
sense of
comment
pride.
says like
On a
95th
flat
and College
tire.
Road, you're like, oh right.
some sort of sense of pride or whatnot. Yeah,
I caught a flat tire a block away from there.
No,
like I know that place.
Cabrini Green.
What you got?
Got these Jordan 1, I guess Trek is what they call them. So they're kind of like a shoe boot.
Shoe boot.
Shoot.
Shoe boot. And as much hell as I put these things through, the fact that they're not stained on the cloth part or...
Well, that's I think in part of the design, right? They know you're gonna beat it up a little bit. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, not the way I fucked these shoes up. You know, they were in a more of a muddy situation. But yeah, so
Brought it back to life.
yeah, they're back there.
It's probably what
Bad.
Shout out to the
to
guy
life.
downtown who tried to
Back
just
to
grab my shoe and clean it, and I was like, yeah, I'll come back, bye.
Peace.
I'm just grabbing my shoe, start spraying shit out.
Brought your favorite joints out again?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all have seen those before, but that's okay because
These
they're
are
nice
my winter
boots.
boots.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
winter
yeah.
time. Wear winter boots. Fuck
It's
it.
his, yes. But yeah, I love these though.
Yeah,
For
They're so
sure.
comfy.
very nice.
Comfy, comfy.
What you got on your feet?
See what you got on.
So yeah, so that'll do it, I suppose.
Cool.
If you have a connect on the Concord 11s, size 12,
This
they
man.
come out a week before my birthday. Just
Let me know.
let me know. But other than that, man, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
This is the Kiona Kasson podcast, episode 22. It's been a great show.
Indeed.
Go ahead and please hit that subscribe, comment, like, share it to all you people. Tell
I'm
them,
back.
Tell them to do the same thing. David's back.
Yes,
With
indeed.
two.
We're back. We're a
That
motherfucking
dude's
tripod.
22 made it 2.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we got third leg back.
Pause.
Pause. All right, y'all.
But hey, go to Instagram, follow us there. Your host AA Kawash, co-host Osama O_Kawash, and then your other co-host Dave, who made his return at Beats and Brews 312.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, and other than that, man, y'all have a good night. Get the fuck out of here.
Peace.
And thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. Stacks. Say goodbye.
High five.
Yeah. He did it, yo. He did it.